Hey y'all, welcome to another live episode, another live show with your realtor, Shevvy. Welcome. And I'm streaming using StreamYard. Okay, so I have to make sure I'm good to go. So come on in. Did I hit go live? Let's see. I forgot IG. You got to do this extra stuff. Say hello in the chat. Let me know that you're joining. And I'm looking up because I have double screen. But okay, perfect. We have Samantha here who is joining us. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm streaming on my YouTube page as well. So please let me know that you can hear me properly. But welcome to my channel. Like I said, I'm streaming on YouTube at SMM Realty Group. Let me gather my thoughts. Living in Alabama, so definitely go check it out by clicking the link in my bio. And I wish StreamYard would just automatically connect to Instagram instead of having to go through the process, all the things. But we're here today. Who am I? Thank you for joining. I am Shevvy, a retired Air Force veteran after 22 plus years of serving in the Air Force and now currently living in Alabama. And today we're going to talk about moving to Alabama. Okay. And I'm going to share my experience, especially from a military perspective. And this is really about helping you as a military person or a professional who is transitioning to the state of Alabama. So I'm helping you as your realtor to buy, build, and sell in the state of Alabama, especially the surrounding areas of Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, Pike Road, and Montgomery. So if you are moving here due to military assignment, or if you're a professional moving here due to job, due to opportunity, then definitely reach out to me. You can just send me a DM, or you can click the link in the bio just to kind of connect with me and book a call to see how I can support you on this journey. And what I'm focused on, and the more I dive into making sure that I separate myself from other realtors, is that I am all about not just helping you to find your next home or sell your next home or find a piece of land. Is really helping you with the whole full holistic approach, which is helping you to connect to your next home, connect to the community that is best suited and fitted for you as a person who is transitioning here in the state of Alabama, especially if you are a military person. I definitely understand about wanting to understand, okay, what is the community like? And yeah, so that's what we're here to talk about. Moving to Alabama, we're going to talk about connections, community, and opportunities, because it's not only about helping you to find your home. Like I said, it's really looking at your spouse, like how do you make sure that you're not only set up, especially for the military aspect, or you're a professional, you are going into a job that you are familiar with in the sense of the people, but then your spouse who is moving along with you, if you have one, they are starting over from scratch. So for me, it's all about making sure that I'm serving my client, but I'm also serving the family as a whole. And I have a guide that I'm actually creating, and it's really going to help you to, have some resources that you don't have to search, you don't have to look up, already in this guide, to make sure that when you move here, that you are aware of different communities, school, but also opportunities when it comes to job for your spouse or your significant other, and how we can support you over here at SMM Realty Group. And I am part of the KW Montgomery group here in Montgomery, Alabama. But let's talk about transitioning to the state of Alabama. And I'm going to speak from my perspective, but more than likely you can definitely relate, because I don't hear a lot of people saying, I know from my experience, saying, yes, I want to move to Alabama. Okay. I'm from Jersey. I'm from the East Coast, and I've, served 22 years in the military. So I was able to travel all around the world. Overseas. I lived overseas. And when I applied for a job. We're going to be real today. Well, I'm always real, but I'm going to tell you all exactly how I ended up here and why. Sometimes you hear moving to Alabama, you like, don't like Alabama. Why Alabama? Okay. Because I was there, honestly, I was like, Alabama? No, and I've been here for training as a military person. We have a lot of, we have a couple bases here, Maxwell and Gunter. And I visited Alabama multiple times for training, but I never saw myself living in the state of Alabama, to be honest. Okay, because that was never on my list to say, yes, check, let me move to Alabama. And as I was getting ready to transition and PCS to a different base, I applied for this job. And this job was teaching, training, development, and leading people in the sense of the classroom. And I was like, okay, and coaching and facilitation. So I was like, perfect. This is exactly part of what I want to do in my business as I transition, not just only, real estate, but honestly, real estate came afterwards, but it was definitely in alignment. And Samantha said she loves Alabama. Yes, yes, yes. And honestly, you get to love the place that you are part of. You get to love the community, and I'm not saying that everything is perfect in any state, but definitely, like, you have to look at, is this the place for me? So when I applied for that opportunity to come to go to Texas, because that was the initial thought process, was like, okay, this specific job is going to be in Texas. And I was excited because I was like, I've lived in Texas. I loved it there. It's, diverse. It has all these things and opportunities. Why not? And then a couple months before I had to leave my current assignment, I got the notification that, I got the job, but the job is now at Maxwell Air Force Base, which is Maxwell in Alabama. So y'all, automatically, I'm just like, what? Like, seriously, like, I'm talking to my functional, for my military folks, talking to my functional on the phone, like, can I cancel? Can I, what if I decline the assignment? And they were like, well, you can decline, but you're going to be put back in the hat, and you might end up in North Dakota for the third time. And I'm like, no, did that twice. So I'm like, okay, let me speak to the person who will be in charge of, the things that I'm going to be doing. And honestly, that person sold me the vision, because my thing was like, okay, Alabama, moving to Alabama. And honestly, I will say this, when I got here, 2019, I was like, okay, Alabama. And honestly, I'm retired now and I'm still here. I have kids in school, and this was one of the best decisions for me, for my career, also for the kids, for stability, because as a military person, we're consistently moving. And not saying everything is perfect, but honestly, the community, the care, also the opportunities, also there's different, the big thing, I will be honest, that we as military, and I think anyone who is big on education, we are big on making sure our kids are in schools that are at higher, at a high standard. And we know that certain states, not just in the South, but throughout the United States, certain schools, especially certain communities, have low performance when it comes to the schools. And that is the big thing for military members who are PCS and moving to the state of Alabama. But what I will say is that there are a lot of schools here, private, magnet, public school, charter school falls under the public, but there's a lot of avenue that you can leverage in the sense of your choices. I will say there's a lot of choices that you get to choose when it comes to where you want to live, also what school you want to go enroll your child in. I know or your kids in, because I remember when I first got here, because the base, if you lived on base, you have to go into the Montgomery school district. But one agreement that they had with the state was any military person PCS and in moving into the state of Alabama, they were able to go to any school district, which I appreciate, because I was able to enroll my kids in a certain district, and it worked out. But honestly, you are able to find your home in a location that is suitable for you, that you feel is best for you and your family. So moving to Alabama is not all bad. The weather is great. I love the fact that we have mostly summer and then fall weather. And yes, we had snow last year, y'all, which was definitely surprising. And my 5-year-old at the time, she was so excited. But moving to Alabama, there are certain things that you want to be aware. And I'm going to, in my guide that I'm building for families, military families, and professionals who are transitioning here, This guide is going to help you to have some understanding, but also some clarity and some resources that you can that you will have not only for yourself as the primary person who is moving the entire family, but even for your spouse and for your kids. Because the biggest thing is not only about just selling your home or helping you to identify a home, it's really about helping you to build that home in the community that you want to live for the next 2 years, 4 years, however long you're going to be here during your tour. And some people may retire here as well too, like I did. So as a connector realtor, and I'm calling myself the connector realtor because I'm a connector. I am that person who is able to connect you to the right resources, and also connect you to the right community. If you're looking for something, I will be able to help you find those things and connect you to that. And also we take action. So don't think moving to Alabama is like the end of the world. My kids, they will say, it's a little slow. It's for them, teenagers is boring. But honestly, for me, I love the peacefulness of being able to just drive. Because again, I'm from Jersey. It's busy. It's, can be chaotic at times. And, like Samantha said, Alabama has so much history, in all different viewpoints. Okay. So definitely there's a lot of history here. And I love history. I loved it as a kid. I love learning about what happened in the past. I love understanding, the different cultures and all the things. So if you're like in that space where like, hey, could be an opportunity to grow, but also explore. Because the great thing about where Alabama is, the base, you can go to, Destin in Florida, you can go to Tennessee, you can go to Georgia. So I feel like it's a great location to connect to different bigger cities and states. So if you are in the military or you are a professional who is transitioning to the state of Alabama and you are unsure of where to live, what to look for, definitely I invite you to reach out to me. You can click actually you can drop in the comments, moving to Alabama, and I will send you the actual downloadable that you can have to really start looking and thinking, okay, maybe I want to live in this city. Maybe I want to live in, Wetumpka. Maybe I want to live in, Millbrook, because you want to make sure that the city that you decide to move into fits you and your family. And it's not too far from the military base, which is great. So definitely reach out to me. I would love to support you on your next journey of buying, building, or selling your next home as a military professional and a professional who is transitioning in the state of Alabama. So any questions, like I said, drop it in the comments, and also reach out to me if you have any questions. And what I'm going to do is repost this, because I know IG I will have to repost, but definitely if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment. Also share it with a friend if you know of a military person who is moving here and wants to know more about the city. Definitely connect with me. And I want to thank Samantha for joining me live. Appreciate you being here, and y'all have an amazing Sunday. And I will be here every Sunday as we continue on at 2:30 Central Time, which will be 3:30 Eastern Time. And also, I'm going to be rolling something out in October to really help realtors like me who are looking to go live more, be consistent, and create, digital visibility, but also opportunities that comes to them. Definitely stay tuned for that. I'm going to be sharing more as I continue to build that out. So yes, friend, thank you all so much for joining me on, I was about to say a specific name, joining me here today. And if you have any questions, reach out. Let me know what questions you have. And let me know what you love about living in Alabama. If you are from Alabama, if you're living here currently right now, tell me what you love about Alabama. Okay. I love the weather. Okay. Yes, it gets hot, but I love the weather right now. It's that fall. So you have a nice little breeze still with the sun, and the food, y'all, is good. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, have an amazing Sunday, and I will see you all next time. I am Shevvy, your connector realtor, supporting military families and professionals who are transitioning here to the state of Alabama to buy, build, and sell their next home in the state of Alabama. All right, y'all. See y'all later.